the red line doesn't show, right? So if you stop talking.
Julian Crichton's.
Okay, Carly, you're spotlighted and it should all be good.
Cool. How's this? You guys hear me? Oh, there's an echo.
Australia? Raise your right hand. Repeat the text. Yep. Courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, noble spirit. And student up. See, jump. I should observe the tenets of Taekwondo. I should respect the instructing team. I should never misuse Taekwondo. I should be a champion of freedom and justice. I should build a more peaceful world. And also, hey guys, let's just start rotating our joints. Anything nice and warm. Elbows. Are you kneeling, Tiffany? It'd be a lot better if you're standing. You can hear me? You hear me now? Is it better? That's right. Can you guys hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Cool. Forward. Rotating your torso. Your neck as well. Hips rotated. Hip joints. With this one, Julian, you just want to pick up your knee as high as you can. Right behind. Same way you, Lucas. Just get your knee as high as you can. Hands up. And forward. That's the one, Jacob. Can't hear me, Julian? How about this? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Cool. Awesome. Hands on knees. Yeah. Hi, Liam. Rotating your ankles. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Lucas. Is the audio better? Okay. I guess I gotta be real. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, let me just fix my audio. How's this?
Hey everyone, it's Mrs. B here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. We're just getting the sound sorted out because we're just having to run a slightly different system today. So while you're doing that, just keep stretching, okay? And keep doing your warm up. We're just trying to reduce some of the echo.
How's this? You guys hear me? Hands up if you can hear me.
That sounds much better.
Awesome.
I can hear you.
Cool. Hands up if you can hear me. Hands down if you can't hear me. If it's clear, if it's very clear, hands up. Awesome, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Let's actually get started this time. Just fix my camera. Okay, cool. So get my head in there. Right up, let's get started. Okay, picking up your right leg, moving it backwards. Just into a walking stance. Front rising kicks. Just get our legs nice and warm. Just do about 15. And switch to the other leg. Remember to keep your hands up as you're kicking, Julian. Right up. Okay, move around your space. However big, however small, just move around with it. Do a couple knee raises, just to get used to it. Walk around, maybe even turn your knees inward, outward. Yep, use the whole space. Now as you're walking, do a couple front rising kicks, side rising kicks, just as you're walking. Use your whole space. Use as much space as you can without hitting things off of shelves, without breaking anything. Now do a couple front kicks while you're moving. So some front kicks. Now some side piercing kicks. Remember, when you're doing a side piercing, you're turning your body sideways. Your foot's facing the other way from your kick. This way here. My foot is pivoted this way. My kick is going that way. Sideways, you should look like this. Your side piercing kick, not like a banana shape, like this. Just watch your body when you're doing your side piercing kick, Lucas, so that you're not turned like this. It's a little bit more like a turning kick chamber. Straighten out your body. Straighten it out. That's the one. A few more side piercing kicks. Now change to turning kick. You don't need a stick with you. Toby, you don't need a stick with you. Put the stick away. So one, turning kicks, just in your space. Again, careful with this one, don't knock anything down. But I do want you to get close and around, just so you can get used to your space and how you kick in small spaces. Don't knock anything down, just be careful, go slow with it. Awesome. A few more with your legs, get your legs nice and warm. And coming back here, paro. Right leg back. Walking stance, walking ready stance. To be. Picking up your front leg, front snap kick, and switch. And switch. Alternating your feet every time you kick. Kick forward, step down, switch. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Dasa. Yasa. Elbow. Yero. Tiffany, you might want more space. You don't want to kick your laptop. Up. Yo. And baro. Cool. Everyone grab a quick drink break. All right. Hi, Lucas. Didn't see you come in. Cool. Awesome. Everyone coming back in? Come forward to where you can see me. Just kneeling in front of your camera. You don't need your legs for now. I want to be able to see your crossing. I saw some of you last week. Your crossing was a bit off, so we're just going to work on that this week. Cool. We've got hands up, who's a yellow belt and above? Cool. Roughly 4 people. Okay. Toby as well. Right, okay, so this will apply to you because you've got movements like knife hand side strike and or even reverse. These tips will apply to you, but I'm going to be using very basic techniques. So just listen through and listen with a lens of you're going to use this for other techniques of your grade. Okay, sound good? Cool, awesome. Right, let's first off, okay, so everyone's here kneeling. We're going to first do forearm low block. Just the crossing for that. Make sure you're crossing at shoulder height and coming down. Just do one side for now and be half facing rather than front facing. Start with half facing. Everyone doing it in your own time. Ideally, I want to be able to see where you're blocking and how you're crossing. So come away from the camera just so I can see your torso. That way I can give you tips. A little bit further from the camera, Tiffany. Cool, that's the one. Awesome. When you're crossing with this one, both hands, both tops of the wrists are smashing against each other, like this. And you're twisting. Both arms will be twisting. The arm on top here is going to come down. Down. It's going to twist as it comes down. And this one, as it comes back to your hip, it's also going to twist. So make sure you're feeling both of them twisting as you go. That's the one. Awesome, Jacob.
You might want more space from your brother, because I want you to do a nice strong block. And instead of sitting, come up. So you have more space for your block to be. If you're sitting, you're not really going to feel it as much as if you're going to come on your knees. Again, everyone be half facing. So Lucas, turn your body a bit and turn your legs a bit. That's the one. And switch. Julian, you're blocking with this part of the arm. So when you have your arms like this, you're twisting down, the forearm should face down. It's like you're giving the ground a high five. Sit with your fist. This way. That's the one. And out in front of you, rather than to the side here. So turn your body a bit, Julian. The other way. The other way. Because you're blocking with the other hand. That's the one. That's it. Cool. Switch to knife hand. Actually, everyone be full facing. Cool. I'm going to teach you a little trick. If you're full facing and you block to the side, it's like you're half facing this way. Alternating hands. And every time you switch hands, look 45 degrees away from you. So I'm looking at the corners of my room here. I'm blocking with my left hand, I'm looking at the left corner. Blocking with my right hand, I'm looking at my right corner. This way, my body's still slightly turning. It's not really, it's just doing this. But I'm getting used to turning, especially my head. I'm keeping my eye on my opponent. Switching to knife hand. You're crossing a little bit higher than shoulder height because your tool is higher. So here, forearm, I'm hitting with the forearm here, and I'm hitting with a knife hand in the same place. So my crossing is going to be a little bit higher and my arm's going to be a little bit more bent. Cool. Julian, come down a little bit more. And this time we're using knife hand. Here. Knife hand. That's it. Pull your thumb back. Everyone show me your knife hands? Pull your thumbs back. That's it. Lucas, come a bit more forward to the camera. Not Lucas first, Lucas P. Lucas Powell. That's the one. And yeah, show me your knife hands. That's the one. Nice strong knife hands. Pull your thumb back and squeeze your fingers together, Julian. Cool, that's the one. Awesome. Liam, just straighten your hand up a little bit. Just your fingers. Straighten those fingers a little bit. It's only the front two knuckles that really need to be bent, just in case a baddie pushes your hands together like this. Just in case, but then straight as you can, just so you can expose this tool here. Yeah, that's the one. And rather than thumbs going in, you want them to come down. That way you're pulling your whole hand together. That's the one. Awesome. Knife hands. Nice and strong. Alternating hands. Come onto your knees, guys. That way you'll still have some power. You can still turn your body a little bit. Again, looking where you're blocking. Cool. Same block, same cross. We're going to come a little bit lower here, around the floating ribs height. We're going to come up. Again, crossing on top, like smashing two watch faces together. This hand turns, This hand twists both of them. This hand's just a little bit higher than your head, because you want some space. You don't want to smash, if someone's attacking you, you don't want them to smash your arm right up against your head. Hold it nice and strong and slight angle it. Put it in a slight angle, because you want whatever you're blocking to slide down. Up. Again. Don't show this. Don't show the meaty part of your arm. Twist it a little bit so that when you're blocking, what you're blocking with is the forearm, rather than the meat, the juices. You want to protect that. Turn it a little bit. That's what you're blocking with. Cool. Coming up. Green stripes, if you haven't already noticed, this is the same crossing for knife hand side straight. It's the same crossing. Use your other hand. Cool. Awesome. And standing up. Just going to do a few of those blocks. Naranjo bisogi jundi. Parallel ready stance. Moving forward with your left hand and left foot. Forearm low block. And come back. Do the other side. Come back. Everyone ready? Toby, put the stick away. And again, Hana. Do. Sit. Net. Das. Yes. Ilgu. Get it. Up. Yo. Awesome. Good power there, Jacob. Julian, when you're blocking, make sure you're blocking in front of you. Yeah, a little bit further out rather than here. Rather than here, bring it out more. So it's almost the same level as your, almost parallel to your leg here. Yeah, just a little bit further out. Nice, long, strong stance. Cool. Just a few more. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Das. Yes. Ilgu. Yuru. Up. Yuru. Keep going as I count. I'm just going to keep yelling out pointers. Hana. Do. Set. Lucas F. Make sure you're blocking in front of you. You're coming out a little too far. In front. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Das. Yes. Ilgu. Yaru. Ahop. Yul. Cool. Change to knife hand. Hana. Do. Change to knife hand. Set. Das. Julian. Change to knife hand. Yasu. Yogu. Yaru. Ahop. Yul. Cool. Just watch that previous hand there, Julian. You're still coming in like this. Make sure you twist it. Twist. Twist this way. The other hand. The other hand. That's the one. you're blocking with this tool here, rather than this one here. So when you finish your block, here, rather than here. Cool. And baro. Awesome. Everyone grab a quick drink break. Cool. We're just going to run through saju. Oh, do you have a question, Julian?
Are we bending with our knees just a little bit?
What's that? Repeat the question.
Are we bending our knees like this or just a little bit?
Good question. For walking stance, the front leg here, the front leg is bent.
No, well, like is it straight or bent?
It's bent. The front leg is bent for walking stance. The back leg is nice and straight. Yeah. Straighten this leg and bend this leg. Sometimes you can't see with the dough block, but here. Straight back leg, bend front leg. Same thing on the other side. Bend the front leg, straighten the back leg. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. Just about to go into that actually. We're going to go through patterns, mainly saju, jirugi. Oh, yeah, we can do all of our patterns up to a green belts. Before we do patterns, do you guys have any questions? Any questions about patterns? We're going to be doing a lot of repetition, especially those in white belt. We're going to be doing a lot of repetitions. Do you have any questions? Oh,
I know your Goxa. Should I do that instead of one yo?
Yes. We're going to go up to your highest pattern. Any other questions about your patterns? Just raise your hand up. Cool. Awesome. All right, let's get started. So jirugi, jumbi. Make sure you've got space, especially if there's two of you in front of the camera. Right, okay. We're going to go through this one count by count and see if I've got enough room. It's the first few rounds. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Das. Yes. Elbow. And baro. I'm going to be looking at you. You focus on your pattern or your fundamental movement. So you don't need to look this way because I'll be looking at you. Yeah, just focus on what you're doing. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Left side. Kiss up. Just in your own time. Most of you are married. Julian, I think something went weird there. Tavisha, are you joining in? Okay, cool. Baro. Everyone coming back, baro. Cool, let's do a right side. Hold for 3 seconds, then do the left side. So jirugi, jumbi. In your own time. Everyone getting ready? Toby and Tiffany, ready? Jumbi. See, jump. Cool. Then do the left side. Baro. Hands up if you know saju makgi. Do you know saju makgi, Julian? Okay, cool. Let's see it. Saju makgi, 준비. 하나. 둘. 셋. Turn the other way, Julian. 넷. 다섯. Yes. Focus on your own pattern. Up. Focus on your own pattern. Longest stances there, Lucas P. Much longer stances. You've grown taller now. Up. That should be the last one. And paro. Okay. Yes, Julian.
Are we doing this or
Saju makgi. 4-directional block. 4-directional block. I'm sorry if you missed that instruction, but we're doing saju makgi. 4-directional block. Starts with this one. Okay. One more time in your own time. 준비. Everyone ready? Standing up. Again, saju makgi. 준비. Toby and Tiffany. 시작. Turn in the other way, Julian. Yeah, that's the one. Once you've finished one side, hold for 3 seconds, then do the other side. Good. It's mainly your stances there, Lucas P. Yeah, just the length. And you as well, Lucas F. Bend that front leg. Nice long stances. Jacob and Levi, you're looking good. Liam, don't focus on the lint in your fingers. Hold that movement. So, and paro. Cool. Chunji to 준비. If you know chunji, do chunji. If you don't know chunji, do saju jirugi. 4-directional punch. Is that clear, Julian?
it means that you're ready?
Oh, okay. Yes, 준비 does mean you're ready. All right, okay. Does everyone know what they're doing? Cool. Your own pattern. Oh, sorry. chunji to 준비. 시작. That's it, Robin. Those are good punches. The other way, Julian. Go the other way. Finish your movements before you move to the next one, Lucas P. Don't drop your arms, Lucas F. Don't drop your arms when you cross. Just like we practice. Put them here. Come up. Cool. Punching to your center. And baru. Awesome. I can't hear you guys, but you should be yelling nice and loudly the name of your pattern. Okay. Dangun to 준비. Next pattern up. Again, once you're up to the highest pattern that you know, repeat it, go down. 준비. So Levi, you'll be repeating chunji. Julian, you should be up to saju makgi. Robin, you should be on the same. saju makgi, and Lucas and Liam, you should be dangun. Do you have a question, Lucas? Yeah, go ahead.
So so when you said we were going down the patterns, when we get to like Sajumaki and Saju Jirugi, which one do we do first?
Saju makgi first. Saju makgi, then saju jirugi. Good question. All right, everyone ready? Junbi. Toby and Tiffany doing your pattern. Dangunto, Junbi. Sijak. Awesome, Liam. Those are good blocks. Distracted you a bit there. Cool. For that forearm low block, Liam, make sure you're blocking in front of you. Same thing with you, Julian. Bring that block up. Rather than here, bring it in front of you. You're blocking a kick. Awesome. And baru. Cool. Righto, next pattern up. Oh, actually, running a bit of time. Okay. Your own pattern. Very last pattern of the night. Junbi. Julian, Robin. You can choose which one you want. Which pattern you want to do. So either saju jirugi or saju makgi. Do you guys know what you're doing? Awesome. Okay. Junbi. Sijak. Jacob, make sure you still have some knee spring when you're doing your sitting stances here. Holding your last movement. Again, Lucas, watch for your stances. You're much taller than you are, than you think you are. That's the one. Holding it, Levi. Hand to your hip. And right back to your hip, Levi. That's the one. Lucas F, bend that front hand a little bit more. Yeah. Sit a little bit more in your L stance. A little bit more weight on your back leg there. You look too relaxed. That's the one. Baru. Cool. Oh, I need some light. Okay. Everyone grab a chair. Grab a trusty chair. Actually, before you do that, yeah, just put your chair to the side just for now. We'll get our legs nice and warm. They should be warm, but just in case they aren't. Right leg back, forearm guarding block. Right leg back, walking ready stance. Junbi. Front rising kick. Just 10. Just a few. Aim to get as high as you can. Switch legs. Get your knee nice and high. Outside of your shoulder. Outside of your shoulder. The aim with this one is just your knee. Doesn't matter what your foot's doing, just get your knee up. Outside of your shoulder, here. Rather than here, here. Other leg. Keep your hands up. Try and keep your body upright, Lucas F. Good power. Just focus on getting your leg nice and loose. And baro. We'll grab your chin. Hold it out in front of you. For this one, we're going to practice our chamber for our kicks. Chambering your kicks. So here, if your leg is, looks right. Okay, hold on. For now, actually, we're just going to use it as a support. This is support. We're going to do nice slow kicks. From here, turning kicks. Here, bring your leg out. A turning kick, 45 degrees away from you. Just do about 15 each leg. Nice and slowly. On one leg, bring that knee and foot up. Nice and slowly, Julian. Visha, grab a chair. Grab a chair and start doing some kicks. That's the one. Yes, you can use a bed, Lucas. Use whatever you've got. Main thing, Lucas P, is this leg. That's got to kick as well. Don't just bring your knee up like this and flick with your foot. That's not the kick. The kick is the whole leg. You use the whole leg. This exercise is really good to getting used to that. 15 each leg. Get that knee and foot on the same line. Try and stay upright even though you're using a bed, Lucas. Lucas P, yeah. Stay upright, don't lean on the bed. Just keep your body upright. Cool. Awesome. This one. Now do some side piercing kicks. Nice slow kicks. Bring your leg, foot and knee on the same line, and kicking straight. This one, when you're doing it nice and slow, don't bring your foot down. Just keep it on the same level, and again, 15 on each side. Using the chair for balance. Julian, move the chair so that it's not blocking your knee, because you want the knee to come as close to your chest as you can. This way. That's the one. Bring that knee to your chest. Kick it up. Cool. 15 each leg. Lucas F, your camera's frozen. All right, okay. From here, just practicing the chamber position So if you've got a really high chair, if you can't get your foot over the top of your chair, use the seat. Use the seat. So turn the chair over. So you've got the seat or the armrests in front of you. You can get your knee or your foot over it. Yeah, that's the one. Bring the chair nice and close to you. Be nice and close to the chair. And you're just going to put your knee or your foot over the chair. Preferably your knee, but you might not have a chair that suits that, so try your foot. Do some turning kicks, practicing this motion here, this motion, so that you can get the chamber of your kick nice and high. Lucas P, this is where the bed is going to get more difficult because the bed's too low. You want something higher. If you can use that dresser behind you and just gauge how high one of the drawers are. Gauge how high it is and try and get your foot to the same line. You don't need to pull it out. Just look at the drawer and gauge how high it is, and you want to keep it in the same line the entire time. This the one. Remember, don't kick the dresser. Just use it as a guide. Get your knee over the chair. Lucas F, you just want to use the chair to gauge how how high your chamber is. So either use the top of the chair or the seat of the chair. The camera's frozen again. Again, 15 on each side. Make sure you don't both legs. Make sure you're turning your supporting foot as well. Make sure it's pivoting. And your foot should turn down in the moment of impact. Point downwards. Once you've done your 15, change to side piercing kick. This time you want to be a little bit more further away from the chair, just so you've got room for your knee to come in and to come out. That's the one. Robin, you want the chair in front of you. Yeah. Side piercing kick, Julian. Bring your knee in front of you. Kick. Knee in front. Pierce out. Awesome, Jacob. Cool. With this one, Jacob, use your foot as a gauge to your height, because you can't get your knee past the top of the chair. It'll be a little bit too difficult for you, and it won't be as powerful anyway. So use the foot. Use your foot as a gauge.
So,
Rather than your knee, your foot. Make sure you're doing both legs. And baru. Put the chair to the side. Grab a quick drink break. and coming in. Sitting down, left leg out, right leg over the top. Does anyone have any questions about your kicks or your patterns or about Taekwondo in general, but mainly your kicks? Julian, yeah?
When you use this chair, can you kick it like this, or just on top of it?
What's that?
Are you kicking here, or just on top of here?
Yes, you're using the top of the chair to gauge how high you want to kick.
That is really hard to do this.
Yeah, it'll be good for you, but you want to use the top of your foot or the end of your foot to measure. Because it's a little bit more difficult for you, that's your gauge. But you can also use the seat of the chair. Just the seat of the chair, this thing here, to test how high your knee can go rather than your foot. Your foot can go higher than your knee. Okay, cool. That looks good. That looks good. You might not want to test that with your knee though. Just test it with your foot. The top of the chair with your foot. Yep. Awesome.
What is the angle of the chamber for the high twisting kick, sir?
High twisting kick. Angle of the chamber. It should be the same. The same chamber. So for here, twisting kick. So you're talking about the angle of the knee or angle of the foot?
Knee, sir.
Knee. Right. So
Knee.
here, low twisting kick. Same chamber. Middle twisting kick. Let's see if I can get it. Same chamber. High twisting kick. I get that.
Sir.
It's the same chamber. The main thing you want to get is here. When you're doing your kick, watching this foot, you can't quite get it. Here is your foot is doing this. When it's straightening, it doesn't really matter which angle it's at, as long as it's straightening in this sort of line.
Sir.
This motion here. It's the same angle. Good question. Anyone else? Feet out, breathing in, and stretching in front of you. Any other questions? Julian.
When you use a chair, can you kick up and then you do like this after
Yes.
when you finish?
Yes. You can train that way. The whole purpose of the chair is to that exercise we were doing there. The whole purpose of that exercise with the chair is so that you can get your chamber to a much higher position. And you can use, it doesn't have to be a chair. Lucas was using a bed and I told him to use a dresser. As long as there's a height and a gauge for your foot to be at, foot or knee, so that you can measure how high your knee is and how high your foot is going. That's all you need, really. Good question. Feet in. Make sure you're training your patterns at home. Again, they're the easiest to train, especially with the younger syllabus patterns. Green belts and below, you've got enough space at home to train your patterns. You shouldn't take that much room. Feet out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in And stretch to one side. And breathing in. To the other side. Grabbing the foot in front of you. And the other leg behind you. You can't quite see it on the camera, but make sure your foot and your knee is 90 degrees in front of you. So it's not like this, it's dead straight. Switch legs. And stay here. There's no class on Friday. Oh, is this from? Yeah, just to check that, Julian, there's no class on Friday. There's a lot of other classes on YouTube that you can use and on the page, glendowie.com. If you also search on YouTube, Banicevich, B-A-N-I-C-E-V-I-C-H, Banicevich. That's the channel where everything is uploaded. Cool, and lunging forward. And switch. And circling your hips. Out of the way. And shut, face the side, tidy up. Class, cheerio. Thank you guys for coming to class. It's really good to see you guys again, especially the ones that are coming each week. It's good to see you guys, and those that are training multiple classes a week, it's really good to see that. Hopefully, this is the last week for Zoom classes. We hope to be up and running next week, but keep an eye on the emails and notices just to see where we're gonna be at. Yeah, and class dismissed. Hey, son.